A CBS News poll for this week's anniversary of the assault on the Capitol finds that most Americans think something like it will indeed happen again. More than two-thirds in our poll say the events of that day are a sign of increasing political violence in this country, and only 32%, less than a third, see January 6th as an isolated incident. Kris Van Cleave is on Capitol Hill for us. Kris, there's so much in this poll to be worried about, including the number of Americans who see force as potentially justified on a range of political issues. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Tony. That CBS News poll also shows the vast majority of Americans believe democracy is under threat today. And as we get closer to that January 6th anniversary later this week, the Select Committee investigating the attack on the Capitol is laying out some of its new evidence about what happened that day.
People have got to understand the danger of President Trump and the danger that he posed on that day.
Congresswoman Liz Cheney, the Republican vice chair of the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on Face the Nation Sunday.
The committee has firsthand testimony that President Trump was sitting in the dining room next to the Oval Office watching on television as the Capitol was assaulted, as the violence occurred. We know that that is clearly a supreme dereliction of duty.
Mississippi Democrat Benny Thompson chairs the January 6th committee and says there's evidence members of Congress interacted with some rioters.
Some took pictures with people who came to stop the Steele rally, allowed them to come and associate in their offices and other things during that whole rally week.
Nearly a year after the attack, a CBS News poll found 85% of Democrats call it an insurrection, while 47% of Republicans call it patriotism, and 56% of Republicans say participants were defending freedom. A majority expect violence over losing in future presidential elections. Capitol Police Chief Thomas Manger says threats to lawmakers have accelerated.
Where does the threat level stand right now?
It's exponentially higher than it was 5 years ago. It remains to be seen if it just keeps increasing at the level that it has increased, or do we as a country get to a point where enough people say enough is enough?
President Biden and Vice President Harris plan to speak here at the Capitol on Thursday to mark the one-year anniversary of January 6th. Former President Trump is planning a news conference in Mar-a-Lago. Tony?
Yeah, I don't often point to must-read poll numbers, but I think everyone should go to our website and read the full write-up on this poll. Kris, thank you very much for that report.